What is good? It is your boy PvbloGrey, and we back with another video. And today we speaking on Ostarine. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect for the thumbnail. But yeah, MK2866. It's just it rolls off the tongue saying Ostarine. I'm gonna just give y'all the bro science behind it because I don't have a fucking piece of paper in front of me, or nor have I done the extensive research on this long enough to spit these crazy facts at you verbatim. So to sum it up in the best way I can, Ostarine is, I think it's like the most well-known SARMs, the most used SARM, most popular, and there's reasons why. The best way to sum this shit up is that it keeps you from losing muscle. From what people have said, you take enough of it, it'll help you gain muscle, right? But the drawbacks is you take too much, it then becomes suppressive. At lower dosages, it's not as suppressive, and some people get away without a PCT, which I plan on doing. Higher dosages, you probably gonna need a PCT just because of the toxicity and the suppressiveness of the selective receptors. Yeah, the average dose, at least for this, just like my MK677, is 25 milligrams per milliliter, 30 milliliters in this. And for me, it's me. If y'all seen my last video, I was talking about MK67, but I was also telling you about my experience with Ostarine, little bits in there. And if you know anything about what I said in the last video, I spoke on how on this shit, like, I was able to grow and gain 7 pounds of muscle in 4 weeks. And that's from hitting the gym, the actual gym. I've been to the gym, physical gym, 3 times in the last 4 weeks, 3 times. Other than that, I worked out at home every single day. You know, and let me not even say that because I didn't even mention that in the other video. I took like 5 days off being in Florida. I mean, I might have did a little maintenance workout, but nothing crazy to build muscle. It wasn't my intent to build muscle when I was out there. I did like 1 or 2 workouts to maintain the muscle. And so far when it comes to Ostarine, like for me, I don't know if it's the combination of MK677, but when I'm on it, my mind does feel clear, and I'm an avid weed smoker. Like, my mind seems to always feel foggy, somewhat foggy, and I just been living with it because that's just what I do. Like, that's the disaster that comes from my poor decision of being a weed smoker. That is what it is. I'm gonna live with it. But yeah, my mind's been very clear on it. Most people, they're gonna tell you about the half-lives and shit like that. As far as what I know, again, I'm telling you, this is bro science, and again, I'm speaking regarding on a lab rat, not for human consumption, a lab rat. On low dosages, right? The fuck was I going with this? Basically, when it comes to this shit, on the lower dosages, like I started off just like I did with MK67 at 0.25, right? And I did that for the first week. So that would be the second week. That would have been the week that I started 0.5 of Ostarine, the 0.25 of Ostarine. That's the week I bumped up to the 0.5 of MK67. So the second week of MK67, when I did the 0.5 of MK67, I was doing 0.25 of Ostarine, and that was just to get my body used to it. Then the next week, I went and bumped up to half of that, to the 0.5, which would calculate to 12.5 milligrams per tube or whatever, per dosage that I'm taking, right? And I did that for both of them just to keep it consistent. And that was done purposely so I can avoid having to do a PCT coming off this shit. Not only that, to not have to suffer through shit such as gyno, because I found out that some people had gyno when taking this shit. I just watched a video where a dude who was 18 years old. That's probably why, because his levels is all over the fucking place being that young, and I ain't got no room to talk. I'm fucking 20 something, can't tell you, but I didn't have that problem. As you can see, my nips look good, man. My nips look good. I ain't never had no problems. I ain't had no issues, no side effects, nothing like that. Whoa, that's where I was going. So when it comes to these supplements, when it comes to Ostarine, and this is with almost any SARM, if you take the pill form, the half-life will not be that long. And it's very hard to get dosages correct when it comes to capsules and pills, because there's a lot of filler shit that goes in it. And not all of that it stays intact, especially when it hits the digestive juices and shit, and you're lucky to get half of that dosage. So you got the liquid dropper, which I thought was the best because digestion starts in the mouth. You can get it right to the bloodstream. I think it happens the quickest. And then you got the injection. I don't know if they have SARMs that you can inject. I don't know. I'm not looking for them because I'm not doing needles. I'm scared of needles. But for me, when it comes to the dropper, I feel Ostarine within an hour, between an hour and 3 hours, you can feel it. And what you feel and notice is like today, because I took some today, I was a little bit sore, just a tad bit, just enough where I can kind of feel it. The moment I took it, I'm gonna say like an hour and a half passed. So between an hour and a half and 2 hours, I started feeling like a feeling of just being flight, a feeling of being full, like almost like I worked out before I worked out. Not like my muscles are strained, like the soreness went away. You ever had that feeling? It's almost like when you warm up, like when you do a warm up set, your muscles is warm and shit. That's what it feels like. That's what the fuck it feels like. And you know it's fucking working when you go do your workout, and what you would normally do without it, you doing like that and a half, or that times 2. So what I would normally do with my band pull downs, I'm usually hitting like 12, 13, fuck 12. I'm hitting 13 of them. On the Ostarine, man, I might fuck around and do 20, 25. Shit might get up to 30, depending if I was already sore or not. The Ostarine, it worked like that. I feel like I take a low enough dose where, because a lot of people say you need to take a big dose in order to bulk and all of that, because I'm trying to gain size. I think from my experience, me taking MK67, 677, and it's making me eat on top of the Ostarine, which keeps me from losing muscle. I'm building muscle. I feel like this is the process that's happening. I'm building muscle I would have already built without losing it. And shit, for all I know, Ostarine is making the muscle grow faster, man. I gained 7 pounds in 4 weeks. I don't know if I ever gained muscle that fast or gained weight that fast, but I'm happy about it because I gained 7 pounds of weight and I look good. In my opinion, I think I look good. And I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna chase the pump, man. I ain't had this feeling in a while, man. I used to, when I first started weightlifting, especially in high school and all of that, y'all know what I'm talking about. When you fall in love with weightlifting, you chasing the pump. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. It just feel good. I did college athletics. I lost that love. I lost that chase the pump feeling, all of that. This shit, man, it make you feel like, bro, I could do this. I can get in the gym. I can get big. I'm gonna get big. That's what it make you feel like. I'm not gonna lie, man. I think Ostarine is an amazing supplement, right? I don't know if you can tell by looking in here, but I've only used this much. I don't know. The shit's up here. The shit's still at the label, right below the label. And that's from 4 weeks of using this shit. Or technically 3 weeks of using this shit. So like this shit probably gonna last me, if I use it consistently how I'm doing right now, non-stop, this will probably last me about 3 to 6 months, just keeping it being with you. But like I told y'all before in the previous video, I plan on taking between a week and 2 weeks off. I'm trying to practice nucleus overload. If you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, go look up Team Alpha 3D, whatever the fuck this man's name is. That's where I got my information from. Very, how can I say, he knows what the fuck he's talking about. That's the best way to sum it up. So yeah, and if you don't basically understand what that is, you work out a muscle, you pick a muscle group that you like and you want to get big. You work that shit out every day for a month, take a little break, whether it's a week, no longer than 2 weeks, and you get right back to it, and you're gonna see how big your muscles get. There's a science behind it, and I ain't about to explain it. Go watch his content. But yeah. So yeah, I covered how soon you feel it. Yeah, I felt that shit. The hour and a half, 2 hours. They said a half-life for this is about 24 hours. I can't imagine a half-life being just as long with the capsules. Shit, if it's injectable, I really can't tell you what the fucking half-life is. And again, I'm taking low dosages. People say they take over 20, some people take 30 milligrams of this shit at a time, a day. And they got good results. Me, I ain't even doing close to that, bro. I'm taking 12.5 and I'm getting great results. Maybe some of y'all want to grow your muscles a little bit faster than I am, than how I've been doing it. Fine, bump up your dose if you want to for your lab rat. If not, man, I'm very, very happy with the results I got, and I'm gonna keep chasing them shits. I'm gonna get better results. I'm gonna keep getting bigger, whether I'm using SARMs or not. It's just part of the shit, because eventually I'm gonna have to go purely natural. But yeah, man, I would definitely recommend this, and fuck the bodybuilder world. I already told y'all in the last video, MK677 is definitely an athlete supplement. This, sure, for bodybuilders, but I really think in the real world, this would be very beneficial for older people. If y'all figure out a way where it's not fucking up older people, where I feel like older men already don't have enough testosterone, so it doesn't really matter if it's suppressive. But this will keep older men, older dudes, old men, and older women too, because if women take this shit too, it keeps them from losing muscle. It'll keep them from losing what they gain. And that's just what happens with life. You get older, your body can't process the nutrients it takes in, so it can go to your muscles and grow and things like that. It doesn't keep doing that because it has to maintain other shit, like keeping your organs alive while you're getting old, because that's what's more important to your body at the time. Fuck the skeletal muscles. We need to keep the organs intact. And that's basically what happens. And then I just believe that if Ostarine was given to the older demographic, it would allow the body to not have to put so much stress on focusing on the organs, and it can focus on other parts of the bodies to continue to maintain and keep. But other than that, I don't got much else to say. I hope this was informative, a bit of bro science. And after this, I'm going to release my video about my experience with Ostarine and MK677 together. But if you like what I'm doing here, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Pablo out.